the first step, it is the acquisition of the volume of the block, and this is the more important, because if you try to work with a block, not a not good block, you will be able to obtain nothing with it inside. You need a nice block, and you need to know how to do the acquisition. First, I will start with a 2D examination. This is the head, and you can see here the value of the filter. I don't like to use too much filter. I always use SRI for my screening, SRI 1. So first, I will, if you want to obtain a nice view of the fetus, the best is to start with this starting point, with a view of the nose here and the lips. I don't like to start from here, from the profile. I prefer an oblique acquisition. I will try to do it with 4D. Okay. And during the acquisition, I play also with the gain. You can see here, too much gain, and you reduce. Okay. Now, I will cut around the fetus with a magic cut. I can cut this part behind the fetus. This is the umbilical cord, and you can also use this button, the threshold. This is a threshold button. And in this case, it is a mixed between two random mode. It is surface texture and gradient light. And you can mix the two with this button. This is complete surface mode, and this is complete gradient light. And you have to choose the correct balance between the two. Okay, I save it. This is the use of the surface mode. We can use the transparency mode, but for this I prefer to use the VCI static here. VCI, not static, VCI C plane with bone. I will do it on the spine, it's okay. So what you have to do, first, baby, don't move. Okay. And here you can see the ribs, scapula, and try to do it the same with the skull. This is a lateral view of the head, the skull, with the coronal suture here. One leg with the iliac bone. You want to have a nice view of the iliac bone, you only have to put the line here. And this is the iliac bone and the femur and the lower part of the spine. Sometimes it's difficult to have the view of the corpus callosum because you cannot move the fetus, especially in the third trimester, to obtain the sagittal view. What you can do, first you can do a 3D of the brain. Okay. I will do acquisition, quality I2, it's okay. I start the acquisition. And I go to section plane, VCI static, X-ray mode, and 2 mm. I take here 5 mm thickness, and now I move here. I put the middle line horizontal. I turn. And when you turn, you can see the shape of the corpus callosum here, and you can do the measurement. So this is the first way to obtain it, is to take a block and to move inside the block. But you can do also in real time using the VCI static, and I will use the corpus callosum settings. Okay, and in a real time, you can see here the shape of the corpus callosum. And this is the middle part of the cerebellum, the vermis. When the fetus is in this position, you can see here the nasal bone. And I will try to obtain a view from en face the skull, the complete skull, with the maximum mode. We start, and you can see here with the nasal bone here, and this is a metopic suture. And sometimes I use lots of filter. If I want to obtain a really nice picture, but I don't have to move, you will see these settings. Okay. And in this case, I use lots of SRI filtering and also CRI. And you can compare the result with filter and without. This is without, and this is with filter. And also, if the baby is not in correct position, you have to use your 2 hands. And also you can see here the corpus callosum with 2D, but you have to fight to obtain it with 2D because you have to move the baby. So out. We will try to obtain a view of the legs. And turn. This is one leg with the foot here. this is a heart, and with the heart you can use the filters. With the aortic arch. When you use all these filters, you can clearly see the lung and the difference between the lung and the liver. Okay. And sometimes you start the examination, don't try to do a 3D when you start. The only thing you have to do is to do your 2D examination, and during your 20 minutes of 2D examination, the baby will move and turn. Because sometimes if you want, you will spend too long time to try to obtain the baby face. I turn around. I put the acquisition box here. I start, turn, and move the box. I will cut around the fetus. I cut this part, and you can see the face, and this is the wall of the uterus and the ear. This is the hand here. The other hand. I save it. The legs. Is kicking. Okay. I will use it again, the VCIC with maximum mode. The skull. And this is obtained with a maximum mode, not the X-ray, the maximum mode. Again, the spine. 12 ribs, normal. This is the spine, and when I look at the spine, I always try to find the visualization of the cord inside. To do this, I use harmonic eye. And here you can see the spinal cord here inside. But to obtain this kind of picture, I use harmonic eye and I put SRI filter I and also the CRI. And also with this mode, you can have a nice view of the kidney. One kidney here. And you can compare again with and without. And you can move. Okay, I will take this one. Now, with this, I move inside the box, because if I give this picture, it's not really nice because you cut a part of the brain. So I have to go back here. But when I do this, I have something in the front, but I will use a magic cut to remove this part. And I just have to cut this. And also I will cut this part. When you turn, you can clearly see you have something in front of the fetus. And also I remove the umbilical cord here. And this is a profile. Save it. The view of the occipital bone. If you want to obtain the view of the occipital bone, you have to start like this. And this is a posterior view of the skull with the occipital bone here. The two scapula. Now I think the position is better. Okay. Use a magic cut. Remove the cord. Profile. And if you want to obtain the baby face with a black background, what you can do, don't try to use magic cut here, because if you do this, this is really difficult to obtain a nice face of the baby, and sometimes you may cut like this, and it's not nice. So you can go back. Last one. The best is to do like this. You cut a part here. You try to obtain the face view, and you cut middle of the face, just behind the middle line. And when you turn, you have the profile with a black background. Save it. Okay, thank you for your attention.